All right, here we go again. Hello, everyone. I'm Robert, that guy you met today. If we haven't met, go ahead and scroll through my YouTube videos and let's get to know each other. I don't know if you heard that, so I'm going to try this again. Hello, everyone. I'm Robert, that guy you met today. If we haven't met, go ahead and scroll through my YouTube videos and let's get to know each other. So, per usual, I'm going to wait a little while for you guys to come in. Oh, boy. Once again, I really hate YouTube streaming. Good grief. I'm hoping this is working. Looks like it is. All right. I think we're on now. Perfect. So I'm going to kind of wait to get into the meat and potatoes. I'm going to give for a minute. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to start trickling in. But like the title of the stream says, I want to talk about, I guess, a little bit of behind the scenes kind of stuff. Also, super first world problem here, but living with an assistant and kind of how that is not quite what I expected, and some vlog stress, if you will. So I was originally planning on just like making a vlog about this stuff, but I haven't done a stream in at least a week now, and I enjoy doing this and hanging out with you guys, so I figured I'd just do it now. And if you can see me, please drop me a comment down there and let me know who's watching. So I'm probably going to wait maybe another minute or so and then kind of get going, because I'm going to unlike the other ones, I'm actually going to leave the recording of this one on. So while I'm waiting, Avi the other day brought me this really neat thing. On its surface it looks like a stress ball, but it's actually a Death Star ice mold for like a whiskey, because you like when you drink whiskey, like you're supposed to use like this big like cube and you put it in one of those like the round short glass. But anyway, so but it makes one of those ice balls, but then it looks like the Death Star. I don't know if you can tell. Thought that was pretty cool. So that's neat. Alright, so in that case, I'm gonna just jump right into it. So I see I've got one lurking viewer over there. Who are you? But anyway, so today I have an event that I'm attending for a vlog, and it's one of those events where it's way outside my normal, like what I would do with the Saturday night, which is fine. Like that's part of what kind of excites me about my sponsorship with this channel, is that I end up in a lot of situations that I wouldn't have thought to do, or I wouldn't have been attracted to it. It's not something I would do on my own. So I'm excited about that, but at the same time, when I'm going into a situation where I don't know what to expect or what I'm getting myself into, it leaves me very stressed out, because when I go into a restaurant, for example, I know what to expect in general from the experience. You know, I know I'm going to walk in, I'm going to, you know, pick a seat, you know, go through the menu, talk about the menu, talk about the appetizers. Like, I kind of already have the layout of what the video is going to be. When I go to something where, like, I have no idea what to expect, I have no idea what to expect from the vlog. And I'm the kind of person that I'm the kind of person that doesn't ask questions that I don't already know the answer to. I'm like that. Like, I've heard that that's like lawyers are kind of the same way, that they don't ask questions they don't know the answers to. I'm that kind of person. So when I get thrown or thrust into these situations, it drives me nuts because like I just want to know what's going on. I don't know if that makes me a control freak or what, but today is one of those, and I've been stressing out about it all day, guys, all day. And the event, it's 3:30 my time right now. The event starts at 7. 8, 9, 10, goes for about 3 hours. And what it is it's called a mod crawl. M-O-D, like crawl. So like you would have like a bar crawl. It's a mod crawl. And what it is, the event is called Design, Wine, and Dine. So there's this neighborhood in Macon called Shirley Hills. Shirley, like the woman's name. And there's apparently, I've never been in that neighborhood before, but apparently there's a lot of really cool architecture over there. So that's the design part. Then the wine part is pretty self-explanatory because there'll be wine. And then dine, because what we do is, I guess there's 3, excuse me, 3 homes that you go to, and there's like a course of a meal there. So the first house you go to has the appetizers and wine, I'm presumably. The next house that you go to has the main course, and the last house you go to has the dessert. So I guess kind of similar to the garden tour thing that I did, which was, I was shocked at how much fun that we had at that. Like, I never just say something just because I'm reviewing it on the vlog, but like that garden tour thing that we did, me and wifey legitimately had a blast doing that. I never would have in a million years thought we would have had as much fun as we did touring gardens. Like, it was almost weird how much fun we had. And it was probably because it was so different from our norm that we were really kind of experiencing something completely different. So, but anyway, this is kind of along the same lines, but I guess you're touring a home and kind of touring food. And that's where, like, I'm confused because I don't really know what's going to happen. So I'm just hoping, I've got my fingers crossed that it's not a really stuffy situation, because I have the feeling, you know, it's going to be, you know, really grandiose homes and this and that and the other. And I just hope that I'm dealing with fun people, because the other thing is that I can't escape the situation if it sucks. Like, I can't run away from it, because the way that it works is you actually park at one location and then a shuttle will actually take you to the homes. So if it's just a nightmare situation, I'm stuck there for the duration, but it's only 3 hours, so I guess it won't kill me. Hello, Avi. TechSec Guru, guys, is Avi. But yeah, so that's got me stressing a little bit. And then also later on this evening, which I'm going to try to vlog as well, it'll probably be, well, and it's definitely would be a separate vlog, is that Summer and Jared, who you guys have seen plenty of times, is they're having a housewarming party. They bought a home a few months ago, and they're just now getting around to having a housewarming. So that's this evening. It sucks that I'm going to be really late getting to it, but duty calls, as they say. I said duty. But yeah, so that's another thing. In planning for events, you know, with the sponsorship, I've had to really prioritize a little bit. And, you know, I have to think, okay, if there's a couple of different things going on, kind of what what are the viewers going to be more interested in, more so than what do I really want to do. Um, and I try to kind of mix it up a little bit, I guess. I don't know if that's like I try to find a balance, because at the same time, if I'm not having a great time, that's going to be a terrible vlog. But finding that fine line, and one thing that I really want to know from you guys is that, you know, I'd say half of the content in the past couple of months has been sponsored content, and up until now, I mean, well, not at all. I haven't received any negative feedback, which is really good, because I know that, you know, the majority of the people out there have been subscribers long before the sponsorship. But I am just curious, kind of how you guys are feeling about it, especially if you don't like it or whatever. I really want to know that so that I can figure out how I can improve or how I might be able to make you feel a bit better about it. So I'm going to skip over to vlog stress. I guess that kind of overlaps a little bit with what I was just talking about. But like, okay, so there's only a couple of things in life that keep me up at night. The first is my business, which you guys, several people have asked me if I'm a secret agent. I am not a secret agent, but what I do for my business is not exactly public just yet, so you guys will find out. But you guys will find out later. But you know, that keeps me up at night. And then this channel keeps me up at night, so to speak. Because, you know, I've been working at this particular YouTube channel for more than a year now. And I realized that the other day looking at Facebook, I had a, you know how, like, I guess Time Hop or the memories come up, and it said like 1 year ago, and it was a picture of me and wifey and Ebony doing something for a vlog. And I'm like, wow, I've been at this for a year, more than a year. And I get stressed out because, you know, I want this thing to grow. You know, I want to be able to look back and, let's say, another year when I hopefully have thousands and thousands of subscribers and just say, hey, remember how funny that was when I just had 50? Which is a true story. My channel stalled out at about 50 subscribers for quite some time. I think I went the first 4 or 5 months with like 50 subscribers, and then things started moving along pretty good. But anyway, but yeah, I want to always make sure that I'm making the right moves for this channel and the right moves to make sure that I'm giving people the content that they've come to expect from me. And I guess that's where I'm very, very careful about the sponsored content and making sure that my channel doesn't become something else, because there's so many YouTubers that are a whole lot bigger than me, which I'm like this big, that they sort of sell their soul. And that was sort of a criticism that I had from an online this online group that I'm a member of, that, you know, oh, you sold your soul, a channel sponsorship, oh, you know, your channel's gonna suck now. But you know, I've said before that my sponsorship has really only allowed me to do more of what I was already doing, which is food reviews and hanging out with my wife. You know, it's a lot easier when somebody else is helping you foot the bill there. So, whereas I think a lot of YouTubers that have really sold their souls, like, let's say, let's just go straight to the top. Let's say Casey Neistat, for example. Yeah, I personally subscribe to the fact that he did sell his soul to the devil, so to speak. Now, uh, is that okay? I mean, at this point with him, I think that his channel was just so freaking huge that it probably doesn't really matter, because it's not like Casey Neistat is really sitting there answering comments or doing whatever. Like, at that point, you have a team of people that are really behind the channel at that point. So I think in a way he kind of, the CNN thing was really only the tip of the iceberg of his selling out, if you will. And with that being said, if you guys ever see me, you know, with a, I hope I don't live to regret what I'm about to say, with like, you know, an Apple phone, like, oh, thank you, Apple, for sending me this phone. This is amazing with the new, like, then you know I've kind of sold my soul a little bit, but um, I've kind of been looking at it as sharing resources almost. Like, it's just kind of the city sharing their resources with me, if that makes any sense. Let me know if that doesn't make any sense, guys. Who all is watching other than Avi? FYI, just drop a comment. I don't bite generally. Just, you know, let me know that you're there. So the next thing is life with an assistant, YouTube. So I haven't talked about it much on the vlog because I haven't had much time. But I, about a little bit more than a month ago, I got an assistant. Now, most of her job has to do with my business, but she just kind of is a catch-all for all my other things I have going on right now. But that whole situation, I guess, wasn't what I expected when I went into it, and not in a bad way. Her, if you don't know, her name is Ivy. She's very just helpful in general. Like, I feel like almost everyone, especially if you have more than one unrelated activity going on at a time, just needs something to take all your thoughts and line them up, and kind of just keep you on track. And that's what I've found that having an assistant has been able to do for me. Now, how can I leverage having an assistant to help me with this whole situation? Well, she doesn't know it yet. I'll give you the preview here, YouTube. But our little Ivy is going to learn how to edit starting next week. I've been toiling over kind of what to do with her extra time, and I think I'm going to train her on how to do video editing, and then get her to help me out with that, because I think if I can spend a little bit less time editing, I think that'll help a lot. Because if there's something else that just kind of stresses me out about the whole YouTube channel, it's that, you know, this thing, it takes a lot of time, guys. It takes so much time. When people ask me about, hey, or they ask me like, hey, I want to start a YouTube channel, like, what's some good advice? And I always tell them, don't underestimate the amount of time that you have to invest into a YouTube channel. And now that I've said that, I just realized that I probably should have added this to the title, but I'll just talk about it a little bit. So I think that, and you can tell like, if you just start going through YouTube randomly and you see all the dead YouTube channels that are out there, it's because I truly believe that it's because that people, they get into it and they just don't realize what it takes to make this content. And I know that a lot of the people that will be able to see this have YouTube channels as well, and a lot of them are doing actual daily vlogging. Like they're vlogging on a daily basis, or I'd say, okay, I consider daily vlogging if you vlog more than 3 times a week is kind of how I look at that. But just the amount of time that you have to spend outside of filming, let's just completely take the filming out of the equation, but after the fact, to get it edited and to get it online and then to push the content out where you need it to be. It just takes a lot of time, guys. And, you know, my schedule is generally 90% of the time three videos a week. You know, there's some people, you know, I see that they want to start a channel, and I don't want to be discouraging to them, but I want them to understand what they're getting themselves into, and understand that it's a commitment. It's a commitment, and I've found up until this point that if you just do it, if you just put in the work, YouTube works, and you can. I mean, there are plenty of people that make a living on YouTube just off of the ad revenue from the commercial at the beginning of the video. So it's not for the faint of heart, but it's a lot of fun, and I still enjoy doing it. Thank God. So, and then speaking of commitment, there is a project that I'm currently working on that I'm not going to talk about just yet. I know I'm just like secret agent man, guys, but only because it's not ready yet. So, but anyway, and it's a different YouTube channel. Don't worry, not stopping this one, but it's a different YouTube channel with comedy content. Because I guess when I look at, you know, where did I start on YouTube, it was making comedy videos, or just, I shouldn't say comedy videos, making funny videos on YouTube. So I am really looking forward to getting back into that, and that's what the project that I'm working on right now is about. But what's important about that is that it brings me back to that time commitment, and I think especially with something like that where things have to be written and there's scripts and we have to coordinate several different people to get a project done. I think most people that want to get into something like that, they wildly underestimate what it takes. And you know, you're getting into filmmaking there, and you know, I would love for everyone and their mother to be able to make a YouTube channel and have it be successful, but everybody isn't going to have that that drive. Hey Norma, speak of the devil, Norma is also a YouTuber. Would you agree, Norma, that it's a serious, sometimes overwhelming commitment? I was told the other day, and I was very flattered by it, that I guess the journey that I've been on, I hate when people say journey, but I have no better word to say right now. That the journey that I've been on, the guy that said it, that he has a YouTube channel as well, he felt that it was very inspiring to see. And I've heard that more than once. And I'm glad to hear that. Like, that makes me, as corny as it sounds, you know, kind of what I set out to do when I first started making YouTube videos back in 2006 was that, you know, I just want to touch people throughout their day. That sounds really bad when I touch people throughout their day, but I just want to find a way to just kind of reach out at people and connect with people. And if just by my journey through this YouTube thing, I was able to connect with, I mean, it was like 3 people that basically made the same statement to me, then I could really never make another YouTube video again, and it would be fine, because I feel like it's sort of mission accomplished. If I can inspire someone else to do just about anything, that's a win in my book. Norma, it's very overwhelming. I haven't vlogged in months. I wanted to start doing hauls, but it's a lot of work to do on the daily. Yes, absolutely, Norma. It's it's a lot. It's a lot to do. I guess a little behind the scenes information. Let's see. If I total up the amount of time I spend with the vlog a week, let's see. So let's say, we'll just say I'm doing 3 food reviews in a week. So I'd actually be at the restaurant, let's say 2.5 hours. I'm just going to make some notes with my little paper here, YouTube. So let's say I'm there for 3 hours. That's about right. Times 3 videos. It's 9 hours. And then, let's say I spend 1.5 hours editing. Let's see. I needed a calculator for that, or I was going to screw that up. That's 4.5 hours. So let's see, I've got 13.5 hours put into it just right there. Now, I haven't pushed anything on social media or done any of the compulsory community building stuff. So, you know, I make it a point to, I go out of my way to watch YouTube channels and comment, especially on my regular, the regular ones that I view. Because, you know, how can I expect, I guess, how can I expect people, especially people that have YouTube channels, to come and support me if I don't support them? So I go out of my way to, especially my favorite channels. It's been harder and harder since I've been really busy, but I try to just go there, I try to catch up, watch a few videos, leave a few comments, you know, just let these people know that, you know, I'm watching, that I'm supporting them, and they do the same for me. So let's say I spend 5 hours total there, and then actually promoting my videos on YouTube. I'd say I do that every other day. Every other day, let's see, for an hour. Let's see, soon divided by 2. So we'll just round it up to, let's say I spent about 4 hours doing that. So 9 plus 4, 5 plus 5 plus 4. So YouTube, at minimum, I spend 22.5 hours out of my week just dealing with YouTube. Like, guys, that's the minimum. Like, that's the bare minimum amount of time I could be spending on YouTube. And I mean, if you have kids or you have anything really specific going on in your life, I mean, I don't have a regular job. Like, I don't have a 9-to-5 job that I have to go to. Like, that's a huge time investment, and that's assuming, and that right there is assuming that I'm not doing some kind of actual promotion where I need to be there physically, or I don't have a meeting with you know, my CVB team or whatever. So anyway, not to discourage anyone that might be out there wanting to delve into the world of YouTube, but people that do YouTube and that they do things to the extent that I do. Well, listen to how I sound, right? You know, they work really hard. Everyone that does this, they know what I'm saying, that they work really, really hard. And that's part of the reason that I appreciate so much you guys, because I put a lot of time into this, and then for you guys to hang out with me right now or to watch my videos and comment, it means a lot, because I put a lot in. And you know, the same goes for other YouTubers as well. Even the Casey Neistats of the world, I'm sure deep down he really appreciates it. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and head out. I'm actually going to go over to Facebook and do a live stream. My Facebook feed is much more local, and I have a few things that I want to say to my local Maconites. So if you like, you can come and join me over there on Facebook, but I'm going to go and hop off of here. Per usual, if you have anything you want to say to me or ask me or whatever, drop it down there in the comments. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you next time. I never know how to stop this.